Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man. Today I wanted to go through my trip to the Perth Mint. So I haven't had a chance to put it together, so I thought I'd go through today a little bit of fun of some of the stuff I got to do and see at the Perth Mint, and a little bit of my trip around Perth itself. So I thought I'd go through some of the fun facts and some of the cool stuff I got to see and do and experience while I was in the Perth, and what it was like to go on a launch day when a special bullion coin is going to be released. And I also got to go on a tour in the background of the Perth Mint where they make the coins, so I couldn't film that, but I was able to get some other cool unique things, so I thought I'd show some of the cool things. So I thought I'd first go through some of these cool little things that I got made for the channel. So I always like getting stuff made for the channel, so I thought this is pretty cool. So I've got minted especially for Dan the Collecting Man, and this is the 26th of June 2023, which is when I started the channel. And as you can see here, it's the Perth Mint Australia 1 ounce 49 fine silver. So I thought that's pretty cool and unique to have something that's from the Perth Mint with the Perth Mint logo with Dan the Collecting Man. So I've got a backyard bullion bar, and now I've got a Perth Mint little 1 ounce coin. I also got a half ounce because initially when I ordered it, I thought this was an ounce. It wasn't very clear to me, so unfortunately I ordered this one first, and when they actually gave it to me I was like, that's not really what I was hoping for, but I ended up keeping it anyway. So here's a half ounce of silver, pretty much the same design, but a half ounce. You also get the certificates with it as well to go through that it is half an ounce of silver, how much it weighs and everything else, and a little bit about it to say that it is a genuine piece of silver, which is pretty cool. So then I also got one of these ones, which is your cheap, this is like a gold plated one of the Perth Mint, so obviously it's not real gold, and I thought this is pretty cool. Get some gold bars on there as well, so just something fun to add as part of my collection for Dan the Collecting Man. You also, this is what I was there to get, which is the Lunar Snake, so that was a lot of fun to get, and I got a few of those. Now it was special because it was release day. They did a special thing where they had special certificates, so I'll get one of the certificates out. I'm being very careful to look after these certificates because I think these are going to be very, very collectible. So it's got first day issue. This is the first time the Perth Mint have ever done this. It says that this is Australian Lunar Series, Year of the Snake. Thanks for purchasing this bullion coin from the 2025 Lunar Series on the first day of issue. Your purchase was made on release day at the Perth Mint, and it's got the address, and then a limited of up to 1,000 that have this card. Designer Sean Rogers. Then it's got the design here, as you can see here. It marries up with the coin itself, and then you got the hand sign of Sean Rogers, and I'll show the footage now of him actually signing that, which was absolutely cool and a pretty cool experience to have. And I think those, given that's the first time they've ever done those cards, I think that's going to add a lot more collectability. I'm sure they're going to do it next year for the Year of the Horse. So unfortunately I don't live in Perth, so it's not every year I'm going to have access to go on launch day to do it, but I'm sure there's going to be a bigger queue next year because I think those cards are going to hold a pretty good collector premium in the long term. So I also picked up this. This is the Proof Gold 1/10. So I collect those as part of a collection. So this one here has the card. It's quite a low mintage of 2,500. As you can see, I got Sean to sign that as well as a little bit of fun momentum. And this is the other coin that I ended up getting there. So a nice 1/10 Proof Gold, which is a bit of fun. And we also got the book that came out on the day that goes through all the coins. And again, Sean has been lovely enough to sign those ones for me. As you can see, it's got a bit of detail about all the coins that were being released on the day and some of the other coins that were being released at the time. And this is all about Sean Rogers and some of the stuff that he's done. So pretty cool and unique item, and definitely for me it's a nice little collecting souvenir. I also picked up one of these books as well that goes over the Perth Mint and goes through the bit of the history of the Perth Mint as well. So I thought that's pretty cool to go through and where everything is and the Perth Mint itself. So I thought that's not bad to have this as part of a little bit of a collection, some light reading as well. They also have chocolate. Now, this is something that if you ever go to the Perth Mint, you've got to get some of this Perth Mint chocolate because it is absolutely beautiful. So it's a local Perth Mint retailer that makes these, and the chocolate itself is absolutely divine. I thought it's pretty cool to get this in these as well. So obviously got one for the family as well to collect, but I think this is pretty cool to have this with the Perth Mint gold chocolate. And then when you go on the public tour, which is what I did, you can also get one of these. And I thought this one's pretty cool because it is the 125th year anniversary one. So it's a little bit different to what will be struck most years. So struck at the Perth Mint, and you got to see that actually made while you're there, which is pretty cool. Some of the other things I did in Perth, so I got to go to Rockness Island to have a look at the quokkas. I'm a big fan of the quokkas. I think they're the cutest animals in the world, and I got to film some of the coins that I've got with the quokkas, so I thought that was pretty unique to do that. And to go to Fremantle, we ended up going to the Fremantle market and having a look at some of the stores there, trying out some food, and obviously getting some souvenirs for the family as well. And then just going around the city and having a look at some of the key sites within the city. There was also a car rally on at the weekend. So like a Targa Tasmania kind of tarmac rally car that was on at the weekend. So and I'm a big motorsport fan. I love my Formula One, so I thought I'd go and check that out while I was in Perth. And of course the weather was absolutely perfect in Perth as it is compared to what it is here in Melbourne. So was very special. Was brought up by Bullion Now, so obviously I had to pay my own way, pay my own accommodation, but Bullion Now was the one that got us access to the back end of the Perth Mint. So not where the public tour is, but actually the manufacturing facilities where they store the gold. Got to hold a 400-ounce gold bar, so something like this, but a lot bigger, full of gold, well into the $1.5 million gold in the gold vault. And having a look at that, that was something pretty unique. Got to see some gold coins getting made and how they do all that, and also got to see some of the manufacturing of all the silver coins, and got to see some stuff that is not yet released. So I don't want to talk about what is coming out because I don't want to get myself in trouble by talking about stuff that's not yet released, but there's some pretty cool stuff coming up, I think. So I'm pretty excited about some of the cool coins that will be coming out in the near future. Definitely looking forward to the lunar coins that are going to come out for the Sydney coin show. That I think there's going to be some good quarter ounce coins that looked pretty unique there, so I'll be getting some of those. But it was definitely a lot of fun. Cool to go to the Perth Mint. I will be going to the Royal Australia Mint in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be doing some footage of that since it's been upgraded. Now I have asked the Royal Australia Mint if I can do some interviews, and hopefully you can get some pretty cool footage of that. So chuck in the comments below if there's anything you want me to look at and see in Canberra itself. I know a little bit of some cool stuff, but I'll definitely be making some footage on the Canberra Mint and also a little bit about the Canberra trip if you're interested. So make sure if you like this video and you like the content that I'm creating, make sure you do give us a thumbs up. I'd always like seeing people engage with the content. And make sure if you're not yet subscribed to Dan the Collecting Man, make sure you get that subscribe button so you can see some of the cool content that's coming up. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.